Hey Fruit Bats, just got back from my morning ride. I do this circle, this loop most mornings, and it's quite hilly. And I was inspired by someone I met this morning to make this video. Alright, so I'm coming around the corner and there is this guy on a bike and he's huge. He's morbidly obese. He's on this shitty bike and he's grinding up the hills. So I am just impressed already. You know, I'm coming up behind him thinking, oh my god, how cool is this guy? So then I'm coming past and I'm like, well done, you know, fantastic, so good. Giving him some encouragement. And he's like, thank you so much. And he was out of breath and I could just tell how much he appreciated that encouragement. And it got me thinking, wow, that's awesome, you know, like it's awesome if we can give them some, if we see someone in a similar situation who is in, you know, is obviously challenged. I mean, he's going to be way out of his comfort zone. I'm up there in the hills and, you know, I'm lean and I'm even finding it challenging in the hills. He's up there and he's morbidly obese and he's grinding up the hills. He's kicking his own ass. He's making it happen. And I found it really inspiring. And it was great that I could impart some encouragement on him, and it's kind of like this exchange of energy. He inspired me, I imparted some encouragement, and we kept going. It was really nice. And if you see someone in that situation, do it. Give them some encouragement. They need it. They're in a very, very challenging place, and we want them to stay on the bike. We want them to keep exercising. Like, how often do you see a morbidly obese person doing anything other than walking or on one of those scooters, like, or in a wheelchair or something? So that was the first thing I thought. And then I thought, you know, it is hard. It is really freaking hard to get out there when you're just a little bit overweight. Like myself, when I was overweight, it was hard for me. So how hard would it be for someone who's morbidly obese? Very, very difficult. I remember when I was trying to get myself, you know, fit, I was trying to get moving and everything. When I'd go for a jog, I would really hate it when everything would jiggle. You know, that was enough to put me off going and exercising. I would use that as an excuse for a long time. I'm like, oh, I don't like how it feels when I jiggle, and, you know, like, oh, I don't like feeling out of breath, and all these excuses would come in. But you know what? Those excuses are going to be there for a lifetime unless you break that cycle. Sometimes you just have to get out of bed in the morning and not think about, you know, the challenges or anything. Be sort of numb your mind to what you're doing. Have all your stuff ready the night before and just get out there. Try not to think too much. The more you think, the more excuses start to come into your head. I mean, at the moment, you're in this cycle. I don't know if you are, but maybe you are. You're in this cycle of excuses and apathy and just doing the same old thing, you know, not exercising, eating badly. You have to break that cycle somewhere. You have to break it, because it will just keep going on and on and on until you get disease and you die. So you've got to make a change today. You have to decide, you know, eat better, eat for breakfast for the next week. Change your diet, change your breakfast to fruit only for the next week. Do that every single day. I guarantee you are going to start to feel better. You're going to want to get out the door, because that's a big part of getting yourself into exercise, is having the proper nutrition, the proper carbohydrates in your cells to fuel you. You know, like, if you don't have that fuel, you're just going to feel like, oh, like lethargic and not wanting to do shit. I mean, I've been there before. It's not because you're lazy. You know, there might be a little bit of laziness in there, but it's majorly to do with the nutrition. So do that morning. Just every morning have fruit for breakfast, but eat enough, at least 10 bananas, at least 1,000 calories for your breakfast from fruit. And once you've done that, the next week or the next month, do breakfast and lunch fruit. I guarantee, you know, if you're morbidly obese, you're obese, or you're overweight, you're going to start to come down. Your weight is going to start to come down. You're going to start to feel better about yourself. You know, don't even focus on the weight. Just focus on feeling amazing, because you are going to start feeling that way the longer you go on fruit. You know, you can eat some cooked food if you want to later on in the day, but have that fruit for breakfast and lunch. That is paramount, okay? And you're going to be exercising soon and getting fit and healthy. All right, so that's my message today. Wherever you are with your fitness, with your health, make that change today. Break that loop now. I'm telling you, break it. Don't forget to go fruit yourself. You've got to go fruit yourself today. And I'm going to go and eat mountains of figs and hang out with a friend. And my bike as well. So I will see you next video. Ciao.
Saving the planet, one banana at a time.